Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN, and we've got some news concerning Arsenal, some player transfer rumours, Barcola and Alvarez being linked to Arsenal. We're going to get into that and more. As everybody already knows, we are 2 games away from winning the Premier League. We're in the Champions League final, and obviously Berta's ready, doing certain business and getting certain players to see if they're interested in the project that Arsenal have got. Obviously, we put ourselves in a lot better situation, dealing and trying to get Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. And now we've been linked with Barcola from PSG. If we go on to win the Prem, if we win the double, boy, you know what I mean? I think we could even go a level above that and try and get certain players into the club. But let's start with Barcola, left winger, French, 23 years old. This season, he has had 27 appearances in Ligue 1, 10 goals, 2 assists. In the Champions League, he's had 15 appearances, 2 goals, 4 assists. Now, he's being linked to Arsenal. Obviously, we know that we are trying to get rid of Martinelli and Trossard. Those are players that we were trying to get rid of last summer. And now it's said that, according to these rumours, that Berta's looking at Barcola as potentially a replacement for Martinelli and Trossard on that left-hand side. We know we need to rebuild that left-hand side of our attack. It's been an issue for quite a while. Even though Trossard has, turned up and scored a very important goal against West Ham, he's been very inconsistent, and that's kind of been his time at Arsenal. A lot of inconsistencies. Martinelli was supposed to be on par with Saka. I think a long time ago we saw that he wasn't really reaching that level. Now, Barcola, for me, very good player in terms of, passing ability, getting himself in dangerous areas. I think for me, Barcola, Doué, those are the wingers that PSG have that, for me, are just not clinical enough. And if we're going to rebuild that left-hand side, then we need players that are going to perform week in, week out, and also going to give us, the goals that we need as well on that left-hand side. Because for a very long time, we've been heavily reliant on the right-hand side of our attack. The left-hand side has been just very inconsistent, and we're at a situation where if we are Premier League champions and winners of the Premier League, then we need a left winger that, is of that level. I would have liked to go for a Lookman. For me, Barcola, he's got the basics, he's got the certain attributes. Obviously, him scoring 10 goals and 27 appearances, this is in an inferior league to the Premier League, and with a team that generates a lot of opportunities. They're always pressing, they're always committing players forward, there's always so many runners. Barcola, for me, won't match those numbers at Arsenal. 10 goals and 2 assists and 27 appearances in Ligue 1 with probably the team that plays arguably the most attacking, the most dangerous press and the most attacking team in Europe next to Barcelona. We play a completely different style of football. We don't go gegenpressing and just bombing so many players forward. I think he would struggle to get 10 goals in the Premier League. I don't think that Barcola would be clinical enough. I think we would be as frustrated with Barcola on the left-hand side as we are with a Martinelli, for example, that a lot of times misses a lot of opportunities. I don't feel like Barcola is the upgrade that we need. Now, at the end of the day, it's down to Berta. And if he thinks that Barcola is the player, I just think one of the main biggest things that we don't have on that left-hand side is constant goals. Constant assists as well. It's something that is very, Trossard can sometimes be very inconsistent. Martinelli can be very inconsistent in terms of his finishing as well. Even though I do think Trossard is a better finisher than Martinelli, I think Barcola comes in and we have the same issue. Barcola can play on the right-hand side, but like I said, is he really an upgrade? I mean, he is an upgrade for me on Madueke. So in that aspect, if we get rid of Madueke and we use him as a right winger, cool. I think it's an upgrade in terms of, I think Barcola is better than Madueke, who is direct but lacks the finishing and the decision-making in the final third. I do think it's an upgrade in that, but I don't feel like, we're going, to the levels that we need. I don't think Barcola is really going to give... I don't think Barcola's really going to push Saka for that space, for that place in the team. I just don't think so. I think Saka still gets into the team comfortably, So It's one of those ones. We do need, for me, I think we need three wingers. Madueke needs to go because I don't think he's good enough. We need two, and then we need two left wingers. So we need to really rebuild a big part of this attack. The Gyökeres, Moreno, and Havertz and Jesus. Obviously, we already know we need to get rid of Jesus and Havertz. Moreno, I would like to see as third option. I'd like us to go and get another striker. And leading into the other striker, the next rumour that we keep seeing is Julian Alvarez being linked to Arsenal Football Club. Now, I'd love us to have Gyökeres, Julian Alvarez as a second option, and then Moreno as our third option for the striker role. I think Julian Alvarez can do a lot of the false nine work that Jesus used to do, that no longer can with injuries, with him getting on now with age and stuff like that. Even though I do think Julian Alvarez has always been a better finisher than Gabriel Jesus. I'd love to see Alvarez at Arsenal. Obviously, what I like to see is different profile players, because different games require different types of players. And Alvarez is a completely different profile than Gyökeres. Obviously, Gyökeres is someone that wants to run off the shoulder of a defender, run into space, get in behind, where Julian Alvarez is very comfortable in the ball, very good link-up play, technically superior to Gyökeres. He offers everything really that Gyökeres doesn't offer. All his weaknesses are not Julian Alvarez's weaknesses. So you've got two strikers there that have different attributes depending on how the game's going and what we need and what attributes that we need. Now, Gyökeres is still, for me, the better finisher, but the better overall player for me is Julian Alvarez. Now, apparently we've been linked with Julian Alvarez. Berta has been spotted at Letty games. He's been spotted, watching Julian Alvarez, and I think Julian Alvarez is a very good striker. We have also been linked to, obviously, Osimhen. I think Osimhen is too similar profile to Gyökeres. I think with Alvarez, it gives you that, like I said, it gives you a different type of striker, a different type of option, whether off the bench or for a certain game when it's necessary. Gyökeres is very good for teams that, if they play a high line and you've got Gyökeres, he can expose those spaces in behind because he wants that space to run in behind. But when he's coming up against a low block and there's no space, he hasn't got the technical ability to take on players. He's not that kind of player, where Alvarez can do that. Alvarez can work in tighter spaces and lose his player and take a player on 1v1 and beat him. He has that kind of tech to him, to his qualities that he has. So I think Julian Alvarez, I wouldn't be mad at it. Obviously, Barcelona are linked with Julian Alvarez as well. I'm not sure if Barcelona have the funds to go and get that done. Obviously, Barcelona just won the league. So this is why some of these deals, I feel, are really dependent on what we achieve this season. We win the league, cool. We won the league, Barcelona won the league. If we win the league and win the Champions League, maybe he looks at Arsenal and goes, you know what? Barcelona are in for me, but Arsenal are the current champions, of the Champions League. Let's say if we win it, let me go over there. There's, I'm familiar with the Premier League. These guys have won it. Maybe they're going to go on to win more major honors. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those ones. But also, Julian Alvarez can look at Barcelona and say, well, they've won La Liga twice in a row. They would Hansi Flick. Barcelona got European heritage. I think a lot of these discussions are really, we're going to put ourselves in a position that we've never been in if we win the Champions League as a football club. We now become one of Europe's elites. That's been one of our issues. We haven't been one of Europe elites in terms of, those clubs that won it. Yes, we've always been involved in the Champions League most time, but we haven't got over the line to win it. A lot of players haven't looked at Arsenal to say, oh, that's the club I go to win the Champions League, because we never won it. But if you win it, all of a sudden, you get that prestige. And then all the money that the club is making, I mean, I'm seeing that we're making record, everything's going up. The ticket prices, the sponsorship deals, everything's gone up. Arsenal are generating a lot of money. This is what happens when, you're pushing for success and glory and they actually, do you know what I mean? You're on the brink of being successful. I've always said this, when you win in stuff, your club generate more money. Man United's fan base, the amount of money that they would generate is through success. Liverpool through success. But it is what it is. I just think that it puts us in a much more much more on par conversation going up against Barcelona for a player if we end this season winning the Champions League or winning the Premier League. Then we're looking at we're looking at a project or a process that's actually won stuff. Whereas with their project with Hansi Flick has already been successful. They're winning back-to-back league titles. They're winning trophies after trophies after trophies. So it's one of those ones. I think maybe Alvarez, he is Argentinian. Maybe he wants to stay in Spain, but at the end of the day, we've got the money. We can pay the wages. We can pay the transfer fee. Yes, we do need to get rid of certain players. We do need to sell some players. We got some players on some big money that need to be moved on. But it's really good to see Arsenal in this kind of space now that we can attract players that are, the best in Europe. For me personally, I would rather Arsenal go in for a, try and be cheeky, go in for a Kvaratskhelia, try and go in for an Olise, try and go in and get a, I don't know, wingers on that level. Do you know what I'm saying? Go and get wingers, that are bad boys. Try and go back in and try and get Rafinha. I'm not saying we're going to get all these players. What I'm saying is, if my club is the champion of Europe and the champion of England, I don't care. Throw the money at it. Go and get. We are now in that point now that we can shop for these players. Will we get them is a different conversation. But you still need to go and show the ambition and try and get them. I don't care. Go and get. I don't care if PSG don't need the money. Go and get Kvaratskhelia. See if he would actually. Oh, what? Hold on, Arsenal in for me. Oh, what if they just won? Oh, they just beat us in the Champions League final. Oh, but you never know. We've seen crazier deals. You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of crazy deals in football. A lot of people didn't think that PSG would have been able to get Neymar, but they got him. You know what I mean? Smashing the world transfer record. Go in there, show ambition. Show ambition. We don't have to go for Barcolas. We can go for players above that. You know what I mean? Above that level. I want Arsenal to be cheeky and go in and I mean, let's go get Rafinha. Let's try and talk to Lamine Yamal. Let's try. Who knows? Let's try. You know what I mean? You never know unless you try. It's like moving to girls. You never know unless you try. If you don't try to pull her, you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? You got to try. So if you don't ask, you won't get. That's how it goes in life. But like I said, I'm really happy that Berta is already, making moves and seeing what's going on and planning for the summer, because whether we win a major honour or not, we have to be improving regardless. I think that we have clear positions in the team that we need to strengthen. And I think Arsenal are in a great position in terms of constantly competing for a league title and now being in a Champions League final, that we are in a position where we can go in for the best players in world football. We are competing at the highest level in the best competitions in world football, so it's only fitting. We're generating the money. We're clearly getting to finals now. Go in and go get these superstars, go get these players that, take us to a next level. Because I don't want Arsenal to just get any player. If we're going to make additions, I want players that actually move the needle, that actually push us forward, that actually give us, quality that we don't currently have. And that's my whole point, because we went and got Ødegaard as an example. And what's he really done for us? Nothing. He hasn't moved the needle. And this is the problem. You need players now that are established, that are either going to get straight into the starting 11 or are going to really push the starting 11, to take their position. A bit like an Eze taking Ødegaard's position. That is the type of level of players that we want to come in and establish themselves. Ødegaard now holds bench and Eze starts. That is what we need if we're going to go to, if we're going to continue to keep winning major honours, not just this season, but in the future. So, listen, Barcola to Arsenal, what do you think? Alvarez being linked to Arsenal, what do you think of all these rumours surrounding Arsenal Football Club? Make sure you're liking and subscribing, all that good stuff. And I'm out, familia. Love.